Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. Two teams which have navigated their way through the season and have designs on finishing with a victory in the ROADRUNNER Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lobos offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Quick give. It's Humphrey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going with the counter play here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Humphrey. Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So Michigan's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Left side is Marshall. Rams him with the stiff arm. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the RPO got him. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the counter. Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide left, it's Marshall. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. They'll go to the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lane. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He leaves it with the back. Jumped on top of the pile.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Lobos will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Keeps it on the ground. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here's Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Extending the play. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Left side is Smith. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Humphrey. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him at the 27.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They punt it away on 4th down. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Making the adjustment on the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Lobos sideline, during that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Humphrey. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that is incomplete. Third and long right here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. On target over the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Gets rid of it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This is a design run. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Touchdown, Michigan! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Makes the grab, it's Key. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Defense looks like they're coming. Complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The snap sets up to throw. Right side, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Humphrey. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quick give. Swamped immediately.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphrey. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
The Lobos will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. This team feeds off the underdog mentality here on the road against a great opponent. He loves the way his team played in the first half. Tied against this opponent, despite the crowd noise, the fans going nuts. He loves it. He said, we just got to keep that momentum and keep the fans silent here on the road to stay in this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got an alley. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Over the middle, it's Smith.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the back. Here's some daylight. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Some misdirection with the counter. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Wolverines are facing third and inches. Powers inside. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs, making the adjustment. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give. Hard running there. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Underwood on the play action. Flush to the left. Unleashes one. Left side is Marsh. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Underwood still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Wolverines looking to convert on fourth down. He's changing the play. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off on the counter. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Out wide left, it's Miller. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Holds on, it's Mappa. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Lobos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Selling the fake. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. They just keep firing. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Second down coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, New Mexico! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or there was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. The run inside. It's Marshall. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's Underwood to throw. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd and long here. Throwing, Underwood, looking left, makes finds the connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Again, it's Underwood. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Driving forward, it's Marshall. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. 3rd and inches coming, maybe the biggest play of the game. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here from the New Mexico sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Left side is Humphrey. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job just to get rid of that one.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Fires left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Holly, what update do you have for them?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and
right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Drops back, it's Swain. Right side, it's Humphrey. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Hit as he throws, and he avoids the sack.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Rush is on. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Got to make the play on 4th. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on